Hey, there I am again. And again, only me, alone. Mike's sick today. He just traveled a lot and got sick, so unfortunately for him. But we can continue working on this Infinity guy. And yeah, I was quite liking where it was going, but it's just too little time. And it's also quite warm and difficult to breathe here. It's just very warm day. But so it might be a little bit sluggish. Yeah, I made some notes for myself to kind of see what I still need to do, what changes I want to make on the dragon. For instance, like the head is a lot bigger than it should be, right? The legs I'm not really agreeing with anyway, so I'm just redoing them completely. And also not completely happy with the shape of his body, his noodle shape. I think I can stretch it out a little bit more. So yeah, for that, I'm just going to remove that, just delete that inside one, and I am going to hide those leaves. I'm going to make a group for those, just so I can find them quite easily. They will be in the wrong position, but the clusters we can reuse, right? New folder. I call it leaves. So turn those on again and turn off the entire group there. And what's this? Oh yeah, that's what I used as a base for that stuff. And the body's also clipping. Yeah, I can. And I probably will eventually if I can manage to flip this. Can I flip this? I was kind of looking at it today, but I wasn't able to find it quickly. So if not here, then maybe over here. There you go. Hey, there's the flip one. There we are. Plop. Okay, get rid of this. Yeah, okay. I can put that behind it, but just as a little practice. Our microphone is getting tired as well. Um, just as a practice, I want to do it by eye first and see how far I can get. And then later today, I will just put them side by side and see how far I got. Just to see, just to train my eye a little bit better. Also, we're just going to remove those legs because they weren't really what they should be, right? And yeah, so let's see if we can push and pull. Just going to remove that real quick. I already got my reference here in PureRef. I find it a little bit more convenient, and that way you don't have this this piece of art 3 times on your screen. It's a bit silly, right? And let's see, it's a little bit more like that. And let's turn on topological. Ah, no, not enough. Let's unflip those normals for now. It's confusing me a bit. Display properties and flip. There we go. Also, that little wiggle that I have over here, also don't really like it. But yeah, thanks for joining me again, mate. It's fun having you around doing the streams. And everyone else as well, of course. So that goes down a little bit more. It goes out even more. And I think this little, the tip of it is also a little bit more like that. Okay. Maybe push it up a bit. Needs to be inflated ever so slightly. But first, let's see if we can remove that wiggle. It's a nice curve that we have over here, and then it certainly starts going straight. He has a very fluent shape to it, so let's at least the motion is very fluid. So let's see if we can make that even more fluid. We're making that motion as streamlined as possible. Makes them even longer as well. There as well. Just see if we can have from all angles make it look nice and decent. So we have this little bend in here as well. Let's smooth it out a bit. Or should we do this? From here it kind of looks like it should be. Yeah, that could be right. It's going in a forward direction now. It's yeah. Very happy dance maybe. Here. And I think if we're doing that, then maybe that should be, this one should also be. Oop. Yeah, yes, dynamics of diff. There are better ways for doing that. And I don't think I can bother with that for now. Let's see how it is in 5 minutes. But let's see the bottom of it. Just make it maybe a little bit more like this. Oh, that's why it's moving weird. Symmetry is turned on. Okay. Obviously, you guys already saw that, but. And use the inflate to smooth this shape out a little bit better. Pushing, pulling made it a little bit more uneven. Also because it has a very low subdivision right now. It also reacts very quickly to the smooth brush. So I have to be a little bit careful with that. There. What a lovely guy. There. Okay. And also because his front legs, right? They're kind of on an angle. So for me, kind of implies that he's making a bend. He's going backwards, right? So he's going more into this direction. So I think, therefore, this should be a little bit more curved as well. And the main shape hasn't really been altered that much because of that. But if you just move around, it looks a lot more fluent. Is it perfect? Nope. But it's better. And that's all we need, right? Okay. Also quite like all the poses you posted on the Discord channel for your character. They all look very interesting. Have you already picked one of them? . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . kind of need to make a habit of rigging my characters a bit more. I say a bit more, but I never do. Just go for just the one pose and I just slog through it. I've never really been a good rigger, so kind of leave that. Always left that for the people who know that what they're doing. But yeah, for posing characters, it's maybe a little bit better to rig them first instead of just sculpting them in pose, which is fun to do though. There's this very cool plugin that kind of helps you with that as well. I kind of forgot what it was named. It was I think from the character creator. What's her face? I'm very bad at names, but it allows you to rig it and pose it, but still work on the normal T pose or default pose. Just a sec. Nah, thought I heard something, but I'm just going crazy. Just allows you to still sculpt on the default pose, and everything bakes to the pose that you given it as well. Yeah, so you can still work in symmetry if you wanted to. So, I forgot what it was called though, but if I find it again, I'll put it on in the Discord. Let's see how far we can get. We already got a decent amount. It's a shame we had to remove a lot, but let's go to the T-pose mesh to put that head back in place. I like to move things with the gizmo and tweak things with the transpose line. Let's make it a bit smaller as well. Now that we're here, right? And a bit more like that. Maybe a little bit more to the top as well. Oh. Put him into its place. Gently thin that shape by smoothing it. Okay, I think that's good. The hair is clipping right now, but we can alter that afterwards. I think that's fine for now, right? And T-pose sub. Now it shrinks everything. I think that may be a little bit too small, right? You know what? Let's put this guy in there and turn down the opacity a bit. Ugh, I'm way off, way off. Let's see what can we use as a reference point. Where will we start? So we can scale everything accordingly. You know, I don't mind this shape though, but I want to get as close as possible. And because it's quite warm, I think I'll just not cheat a bit. This is using just tools that are in the software. It's not cheating in any sense of the imagination, but I have to make myself also a little bit more easy today. I feel like, yeah, let me just do like that. There we go. Let's put all of that in that pose. And gently, oh, spotlight projection is turned on. Okay, let's try that again. And just push and pull it together. Just kind of tweak it into shape. Oh, it's a lot. I was way off, but sometimes it do be like that, right? Let's inflate this bit a bit. Use the relax function or the alt smooth, however you may call it. Okay, I think this is decent enough. Let's turn off the head real quick. So I can focus a little bit more on that neck without getting confused by seeing two heads next to each other. Yep, moved it. Yeah, I think this is close enough because let's turn it off. Let's see how it looks from all different sides. That's good. That's good. Let maybe pull a little bit over there. Push this down a bit. Push that inward a bit. Which one? Where's up again? I lost it. Where's the head? Okay, there he is. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Nope, nope. Almost. We got there. We got there. um. Hmm. Okay, something like that. And now we go to our head again. I just said deep push match yet again. Then we just put it in the middle, scale it a bit. I think we got pretty close with that head. It's not perfect, but yeah. Don't think I will able to make that head completely 100% accurate. But I think we're pretty close with this. It's, see if we can move things around a little bit. Uh-huh. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And also make this one a bit larger. Where's the neck? Maybe a little bit larger even still. Nope, too large. See if we can match up that body again, but we can't because I zoomed in and the perspective changed. I see what I need to do. This guy over here, I do have symmetry, and that's because I use the posable symmetry, but as you can see, it's not perfect. Goes on an angle. So let's try to make the posable work maybe a little bit better. Just turn on symmetry, delete posable history, use posable history. Nope. Look how it's moving. Such a shame. Yeah, but I think that head should be a bit shorter. And I also feel like this is more like this over here should be more like a cheek, right? And this over here should be a little bit more like a lip. So this part, this green part, kind of has a little cut over here in the concept art. So it kind of does that. Yeah, maybe I need some more topology. I'm just gonna undo all that. I kind of want to do that in symmetry, but can I get it into symmetry? Can I get it back again? Tricky, isn't it? If it was its own Z tool, I would be able to use this as a nano mesh on just a single face. It just positions where I wanted to, and use the head as a nano mesh. That way, I would still be able to use symmetry by going to the original model, which will be in symmetry. Yeah. So. Sorry for the audio. My microphone is getting tired because of the heat. And yeah. Let's make that ear. Or do I haven't really done anything with it after I posted, right? Maybe, yeah. Beside the hair. Let me see if I can have the older version of it. I saved a couple of times. Nope. Ah, we got a head. Wonderful. Okay, and now we say delete this entire fold. No, that's the head. No, I don't want to delete that one. I want to delete this body. Yes. Okay, let's see if this experiment can work, right? Go here, Terradragon head. Okay. No, not export. Let's save it as head. Let's go over here. Just to do that. Okay, and I'm going to append. I want to have just a single plane. Oh, that one. What's it? Oh, that's that one. Okay. And now we got that. I have to make a mesh, right? And how did I do that again? Let's go to this guy. Go to brush. Create. It's a nano mesh brush. Yes. Did it create it? It's, yeah, okay. That's a bit of a shame. It's an insert mesh right now. But it has taken all the subtools separately. I don't think I need that. Huh? Bum 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 bum. Nanomesh. Oh. How did I do that again? I did it with the eyes for the dwarf, but I completely forgot about it. How did I do that? Thick skin layers. Just gonna take my time today. It's way too much, way too warm to quickly go through this. Append new. Nope. I could look up the documentation, but let's figure it out. Try to figure it out first. I really thought it would be here. Oh, wait. Let me go over here. Insert nano mesh. Can I snap it? Would be nice. Nope. Okay, how to change the cube now? Mm-hmm. Nope. Okay, let's look it up. ZBrush nano mesh change mesh. How to use nano mesh in ZBrush. Okay. Yes. Make a thing. Can't find it. Dang it. Only videos. If I don't want to watch a video right now, it's silly. What am I doing wrong? It's here that you can align by normal? No. That's also wrong. Perfect. Learning things that you never really use but only sometimes use. And therefore you always forget what you should do with it. Just Everyone seems to already know how to do this step and doesn't ask for it. And edit mesh. Yeah, fine, but I don't need to edit the mesh. I don't want to edit the mesh. I want to change the mesh. Ah. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We got it. We got there. But I can only do one subtool, not multiple ones. So if we go over here, just merge everything down. Watch me not use it in the end. It's all that effort. Like, nah, it's not for me. So we go over there. But we're learning things. That's important as well, right? Nope. Brush, create an instant mesh brush. New. There he is. Okay. Okay. It's perfect. What about color though? Colorize? Okay, then show the instance, no. Show placement. I don't want to show the placement, but it still is showing the placement. Or is it? Okay, if I move this around, then nothing happens. Did it do it? Okay, freeze placement, and now that everything, okay, that's good. I don't know why it's gone now. Okay, now it's back. Fine. I don't know why it's suddenly gone, but I want it gone. There we go. And then we kind of move it into place, right? At least that's the idea. I got there in the end. Hopefully. Oh. Oh. It is moving a bit odd, isn't it? It's because the alignment, maybe. No alignment. Yeah, now it seems to work as it should. Okay, so let's see. Let's put it over here. But I don't think if I update this, and I have to update that brush as well, right? It's not working how I want it to. There should be a way of doing this though, but unfortunately, I'm too stupid to understand today. And also, Google isn't really helping with it. Just showing me videos instead of just showing me the answer. I don't want a video. Yeah. I'm really struggling today. I should be able to do that. I will look at that later. Let's see if we can do something else I was struggling with. And that's doing the legs properly. I don't have them in position anymore, but maybe I still have an older one. Yeah, that's close enough. It's already a decent amount of work. But let's get that reference people have been putting there, which is very nice. And also my own one as well. Oh, it's over here. There's also tool. There's already a doggy in there. Yeah, look at that. Could also kind of maybe I could use this, but I think it's a little bit better to create my own, right? But yeah, shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, hand. No, shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, hand. Yes. But we are. Yeah, let's do a front arm and back legs. Front arm. Front legs and back legs. So your English is a bit slow, and so many times I want to guess your words. But that doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm also struggling a lot with words, so I can't blame you there. At all. And if I did, it would be a bit mean as well, wouldn't it? Yes, let's merge all of those together. Yeah, and just work with this. No, it's my second language. I'm Dutch, so... kan ik ook wel tegen je praten, maar daar versta je niet zo erg veel van. Not many people do, but here we are. Let's see, that was kind of like a shoulder, right? Where's my reference images? Put the kitty cat in there, yeah. And some wonderful drawings from Mike that he still made while I was at home, sick in bed. I'm speaking well enough, I'm now English. Oh, thank you very much. I'm still guessing for words often though, but maybe that's because it's the end of the day. And had a full day's work, things like that. Excuses, maybe, but valid ones, I think. Try to concentrate on your work, to chat. Try to come up with things to say almost constantly, so the chat isn't dead. Let's see, it's kind of like that, right, for the shoulder. And then we have an upper arm. Let's just steal one from this over here. That one. I'm just going to steal that. Yep, rotate it. It's on quite an angle, those front legs. So it's a bit difficult to see how they managed it to be. But I think we can figure it out by ourselves. And then we got just group visible. Kind of like that. Maybe make it a little bit shorter. And then we got the foot. Or yeah, basically the foot, the claw, the paw, however you would call it, right? It also quite helped that the studios that I worked in, there were people from all over the world, basically. So you're in a little team for the project, and then I'm the only Dutch guy in the Dutch studio. So you kind of have to use English in that case, which is fine. But yeah, that did improve my English quite a bit. I noticed that when I stopped there, that my English was also quite degrading quite fast. So forcefully speaking English just for the streams, it helps quite a lot. Ugh. And like Mike said in the Discord chat, the shoulder is just one piece with the let's call it a sort of a belt that he has, right? And I did know that. Yeah, I did see that, but I just wanted to keep the shapes as separate as long as possible, because I knew I wouldn't be happy with it. And I feel it's a little bit easier to manipulate the shapes when they're separate. I'm a little bit more confident with when that's the case. If it's just a single, if it's just a single piece, for me it tends to get very wobbly, and I don't like that. Okay, let's go to the original, and I think that's that paw structure over here. I think this bit can go. Throw it away. And let's go to our doggy and see how that is. So we got our shoulder right here. Let me just see if we can just cut this off. So we have that. Let's duplicate it real quick. And kind of like that, right? Oh, wait, that shoulder really I want to alt tab to go back and forth. The deltoid really covers that upper arm. It's a very short upper arm. So let's go back yet again. Wait, wait, there we are. Yes. Oop, go back over there. Kind of like that. So that's just a giant deltoid. And then we got that over there. It's kind of like this little, yeah, that's his wrist over here. And then we got the hand. So yeah, so that's kind of all right. Let's keep that one straight for a little bit longer. Oh, wait. Still in the wrong one. Let's just delete all the extra tools are getting confusing for me. Let's just clean up real quick. Yeah, that's what I need. Yep. Autosave. That's a little bit better. Let's instead of going inward, let's make them go outward ever so slightly. Change them later as well, of course, but maybe already have that little bit of a, like he's kind of floating his arms, like yay, going, yay, something like that. Let's go for the actual 3 toes this time. I was wanted to do the 4-toed one, like an actual dog has, right? But doesn't need to be real. It's T-Dragon or Terradragon, so yeah, he can have 3 toes if he wants to. It's in the original art, so let's do that as well. And those, yeah, exactly. Those ones are a little bit too. It's a little bit too much. They're quite bit bigger compared to the ones on top. So they're a little bit more rounded at the top. It's maybe, does it help if I inflate it over there? Uh-huh. Should be like a triceps over here and a bicep over there, but I don't think this we will see it all that well. It will be very subtle, and it's pretty much covered by this giant deltoid anyway, right? So it's it'll be fine. I think it'll make them look a little bit friendlier if we just maybe inflate it over there. Oh, just this one, please. Yes. A bit more on there. I was really happy with that paw. But let's see if we can do the lower arm. Let's look at my own one. It's not perfect because I'm not a dog, but muscle-wise, the legs and arms, the limbs are similar enough. Just a little bit more over there, so we have a little bit of an S shape. And let's flatten that top one out. Ever so slightly. I still want to have that bump over there. But contrasting shapes like an S shape and a straight line or a slight curve, they work quite well. I've been using those in the designs for the lamps lately as well. And the big boss man agrees, so that's good. So that's already more leg-like, except for this bit. Let's get rid of the tube. We don't think we need that anymore, do we? You know what? Let's keep it, just in case. Let's just save real quick and go to there. And there, and there, and there. Hmm. Right. That paw. Animal anatomy. Yeah, they're surprisingly difficult, isn't it? Everything's similar enough that you can understand it. Like, right, this is the deltoid, it goes over there, and all the other parts. But just the orientation or just the ratios of things are just off because it's a different animal, right? But yeah, it kind of throws you off as well. At least it does for me. When I was practicing my anatomy by just making a character every day, and I did the anatomy part of it as well. So I just did every pose. I just sculpted all the muscles in there, and then made a character out of it, which was quite fun to do. And but yeah, just in the beginning, just because an arm was going upward instead of just going down or to the side, my head couldn't handle it. Like, how does it work? It's only the hand is only going upward. The arm is only going upwards. Why is it now suddenly so much more difficult? Which was very silly, but yeah, it happened anyway. Pause for effects. Let's separate that. Yeah, split it. Now I got two of them. Just the one is enough, thank you. Just subdivide it once and remove that. I did quite a lot of creatures in my spare time. Mostly like this one from concept art other people have made before. Goes quicker that way. And yeah, never really paid that much attention to the anatomy. They were usually just too stylized for it to have normal anatomy, right? Just a fun shape with eyes, right? And deleted. Yes. Wait. Oh no. No, deleted. Just keep it. Like I said, just gonna take it very slow today. Let's auto group those. Hey, it's Mike. How you doing, Mike? I hope it's a better temperature where you are. Slow and steady does win the race. You're right. You're right. It's very fun to try and finish them all just in a single evening. But sometimes Just need to take it slow. You're surviving. That's good. That's you always feel ZBrush users try hard to simply do simply. Yes, yes. Just try to do it in ZBrush itself and not go to a different piece of software where it should be easier, right? And the people who only use ZBrush and do everything in ZBrush, they called ZBrush cowboys for some reason. I don't know why, but there you go. But also the rendering and making this entire scene, but also with an array of trees and things like that. So you just fill a forest with trees. Just do it in ZBrush. Why would you use this different piece of software when ZBrush works well? And how are you surviving? Is that because you're sick, Mike? Or just the heat? Does it has it reached Scotland as well? Or is it there a very toasty 14 degrees? 14. $26 degrees. Oh man, I wish it was 26 degrees. Over here it's like 5 degrees warmer. And I'm inside the room that the entire day has the sun on it, which makes it quite toasty. I live in so far south, the sunny south. I mean, it's almost France, isn't it? It's only a couple of 100 kilometers away now. I don't even know how far it is from where I am. Let's go and see. Maps, Google, I don't know. There we go. Belgium. Where's Belgium end? Over there. Let's go over there. That's the closest point. Oh, it's only 2 hours. That's nice. A 2-hour drive. Okay, those little toes that I made, they are too big. So let's deflate them again. Posing is difficult. Yeah. It's a tricky one to not make them stiff, right? At least that's the part that I'm usually struggling with. Like the pose seems alright, but it's still it's not dynamic enough. It's I try always to exaggerate the position because of that. And even afterwards, I think like, maybe I should push it even further. And that usually helps for me, to be honest. just put them in the pose where you think you want them, and just push all the shapes further than they should. But I was also putting them in quite extreme poses as well, so very dynamic poses. Yeah, they do look a lot cooler if you pose them dynamically. You're right. Otherwise, you just have a guy just standing there on your shelf, just Or you could be, I don't know, making a very cool wall running jump or something like that, right? Do feel I'm getting there with that paw, I feel, but it needs a little bit more volume. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, topology is still very, very low, but at this moment, I don't need more. Just need to have a shape before I can do details. That one goes a bit inward. Hmm. So you can have that over there. I think that's good. Good enough. And yeah, let's merge that. I made a mistake. Oh well, let's do that. Delete hidden. And there as well. And just thicken that up again. Lost the inside of it. Yes, I'm aware of that. Extrude all polygroups. Something like that, right? Yeah, I just flipped it as well. Like just hide everything. And I think I want to, yeah, I don't need to have the polygroup for the sides and everything like that, so I'm just going to auto group it. And mirror wealth. Okay. Just go for that color immediately. That's there are a couple of things that I need to do. One is merge that deltoid with the leg. I also need to add some padding underneath the beans, right? And some little toenails as well. So let's do this toenails by adding an insert brush. Just like that. I want to have them a bit similar sized. So I'm just going to scale my my brush, and then I can just pull it out, right? And if I press Control, it will snap to the size my my brush was. That way you can very easily make everything the same size, which is very nice. And but I think they can be a little bit bigger. I can. Oh, don't forget to turn on symmetry. Yes. Okay. Quite dense compared to the rest. And let's use the accurate curve just to pull that out over there, and that direction as well. Just smooth it a bit. It's not perfectly straight, but we can live with that. I mean, they're nails, right? They shouldn't be perfect. He's walking on there, probably. Otherwise, wouldn't have any nails. You want to have that grip, right? So, it might be a little bit longer. Oh, let's turn off the AQ curve as well. How big are they? Yeah, too big. Let's see, can we deflate this? Nope, not like that. And yeah, just smooth that shape. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's a bit better. I feel like they're very bright though. So let's just pick that color and go over there. So it's still green. Well, white really, but it doesn't really pop out that much because it's basically green, right? And let's do the padding. We do that in a similar way. It kind of looks like he has some three on the tips of his toes and just a pad below on his palm. So we are going to just gonna add a sphere. We're just gonna add some cubes. Yeah, I think the cubes could work. I'm not gonna bother with having those the same size because those toes are not the same size anyway. Oop. Just gonna smooth them so they have so they're a bit more spherical. And I'm going to inflate that one. I'm just gonna push them in there. Turn off the topological mask because I already got things masked. And it doesn't really work well together. It tries to move things that is masked, but yeah. It's never really works well for me. So when I've got my mesh masks already like this, I just turn off the topological. And everything works as intended again. But Bram, I hear you ask, why haven't you just used spheres? Why did you use a cube? It's just for the amount of polys. It's not a dense mesh. So that's why. If you use the sphere, then kind of like the toes right now, the amount of topology topology density for the nails compared to the rest of the arm. It's just a bit off, and I don't like that. So that's basically the only reason. Needs to be similar for my weird brain. Hmm. Let's make that one smaller. That one is way too big. Okay, we're just gonna use the pink from the ear. Ooh, it's way off though. It's way too big. So let's inward again. In, out, in, out. Shake it all about. There. Yeah, when I give some actual subdivisions, there you go. I know my words. It's gonna tweak that a little bit further, but I think it'll be all right when it's posed. I think the legs will be slightly different as well, right? So okay, so that's those three. Only those three we're gonna merge together. And I'm not gonna bother with yeah, I am gonna bother with that. Am I? Nah, just Dynamesh. Oof. Oof, that's dense. Remesh. Gonna grab something to drink as well. It's already the vaporized, really. So I'll be back in a sec. It's evaporated, bro. I'm not vaporized. Come on. I figured it out when I was walking away. So, there. I don't like that smudge there. I don't like it. I don't like merging things, Mike. It's silly. this guy. Just make it a little bit longer. Let's also try to do it this way. Maybe it'll go better. Different. Called different that way. Yeah, it went different. Why though? Why did you do this? That wasn't necessary. Silly ZBrush. Let's just dynamesh it. Just still don't like it, but oh well. I'm not afraid of commitment. What are you talking about? Okay, and I kept the lower leg separate, so it's a little bit easier to pose without this part stretching too much. Oh, will I? Yeah, I should, right? I should. I do want to get those pads and nails separate. And those toes as well. I'm not gonna do it. I have to spread those toes and then remesh and then push them back together again. Just gonna keep it as it is. It's just a hassle that today I don't want. Maybe over the weekend or something. Merge down. Yes. Now it's all one piece. And I'm just going to duplicate it. And hit myself in the head, I think. It's a pretty good one. It's a good activity to do. Because the back legs are different, right? So I'm just... luckily, we got some undo. We can undo. Just go over there and there. Yes. Okay. Before we merge everything together, see what committing to things gets us. There? No. There. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. And yeah, now we have to do it differently. Because we have that, and then we've got our legs. Mike made a very nice drawing on his phone. So you can have the knee over there. kind of like that. Yeah. And then the lower legs kind of go in that direction. And the upper leg, move that into place as well. And the back leg, it kind of flows really into that upper leg, at least in the drawing. Let's see if we can Prince Sony sending links. Didn't know you guys could do that. Out of all the places, you post the link to your stream here, where there are 3 viewers. You couldn't get a better way to promote your own work somewhere else. Your thought process is astonishing, though. Kudos. Let's go over there and they get the most views. No. Yeah, it's I don't see it in the Google chat though, so that's good. But yeah, it's on screen now. So that's the upper leg, and the back leg is there as well. Maybe let's inflate this a bit more. So you just emphasize that. Oh, that's too much. Don't like it. And so we got that, and we can just do that one as well. But I think it's too lengthy. It's also a quite a fun way to know if an animal is built for running or just slow and steady, right? If an animal is made for running or sprinting, just for speed, if it's built for speed, then the upper legs are always very short compared to the lower ones. And animals that are built for for how do you call it? Marathon runners, really. They have longer upper legs compared to their lower legs. So cheetah, for instance, has very short ones. This guy as well, by the looks of it. Hey Nitish, how you doing? I'm working on this guy again, and yeah, I found that a very fun thing to know. Just a fun little tidbit of knowledge. I'm just working on this guy again. I had quite fun the other day, and I think that the legs are definitely a lot better than I had before, right? I actually need to smooth this part so it isn't straight anymore. It doesn't need to be straight, but it's a little bit more tidy, right? Yeah, I think that's all right. The lower legs, the feet. Let's look at our doggy. Yeah, they're very similar. The back feet. Maybe make them a little bit thicker, just in case. There you go. I will do the pads a little bit later when everything's merged together. And then I will just put those over there. Okay, I will do it in the same order as the other one, just so I have some consistency. This one I will Dynamesh, and then I will. I don't like that it's merging that part as well. Well, it's there. I have to deal with it. And oh, that was still in the correct spot. You're texturing phase of your test model. That's great. Let's see if I can. Let us know how far you are. Wait, no, if you can at least. I briefly thought your dwarf, but your test model from the other day, from the studio. Yes, I'm very curious though. Let us know how it goes. I mean, if it's the same quality as your dwarf, then it's you're bound to get in there. They'll be silly if they don't. There. Okay. Now I got a snaky boy. Wait, let me just fill color, merge down. Oh no. Unfortunately, no sculpt. It doesn't matter. Texturing is fun as well. I just deleted my legs. Can I just undo that still? I think I can save it. I think I can save it. Just go one step back. I accidentally merged it into this one. That one. No. That one. Yes. Split hidden. And these need to go merge down. There we go. Okay. We saved it, guys. We saved it. We did it. Okay. Let's save this one real quick as well. Characters polymodeled. Oh, that's fun as well, though. It's been a while that I've polymodeled a character. I never needed to. I was still in college when I did that. It was it's quite a while ago now, but yeah, it's fun to do. Just use as little the smallest amount of polygons possible while still getting that shape. It's always for me at least. I found it a fun challenge to do. What's your poly count and your texture size? What's your limit? I think you mentioned it before once, right? It's all right. You have to really use as little as possible just to get the shapes, and I think that then you get there. You have to be very conscious about all the shapes that you're making. Just try not to add too many polys in one go. It's very slowly. Yeah, when I started with ZBrush, things like Dynamesh didn't exist yet. I used it as a tool for the projects that I needed to, and didn't really know that much about sculpting. I knew how to use ZBrush, but not how to use it properly, right? But yeah, then we didn't have any Dynamesh or Remesh or anything like that, so we constantly had to go back and forth from Maya to ZBrush to create a character. We had to make a base mesh that just looked like nothing really, just a guy, but it just had topology. A very clay-like guy was it? It was, but yeah, but if you needed someone with 4 arms or something like that, then you had to make a completely new alterations to that mesh, and then go back to Maya and do all of those things. Go back to ZBrush, project everything back again. It yeah, it was a lot more work than pressing the button as it is right now. They didn't say anything about a poly count. They gave a demo model that had around 4K. That's not a lot. Yeah, it's. I think that's a good shout by doing a similar amount that they gave you. It's not a lot at all, but I think you can do it. It's gonna get some nice mittens from the PlayStation 1 era. Forget about those fingers. Just make mittens. Why use 60 polygons if you can use 16? You really wonder the case project. Oh yeah, I am as well. You're a lead artist of a game company, and you sent this picture. I can send just this picture if it's not a problem with you. Sure, show us a picture. Show it to us. Be careful what you send, though. But yeah, that's something you already know. Ah, this shape shouldn't be like that. I tried to make it nice and flowy, but this back legs of his kind of go in that direction. Yeah, we also don't know for who it is for, right? So I think if you kind of keep it like that, it will be all right. I know the position of the legs still need to be changed. That's kind of why I kept those parts separate. But I'm now positioning the hips really, and it doesn't fit well on his body that it made. So I am going to kind of do that direction. Yeah, maybe a bit more like this. Yeah, sure. Maybe a little bit smaller, and move around that body again so it kind of fits in that direction better. Yeah. Silly me. Should have thought about that before, but you live and you learn, right? And I think those alterations are good enough. I'm not gonna put the art on top of here again. It's very often that the 2D doesn't really translate 100% to the 3D, right? And that's fine. Maybe it does, but this works as well, right? Oh, you add a screenshot in Discord. Ooh. Ah, look at the guy. Oh, you did it quite well. Staying in that. Oh, Andy has a finger. That's nice. Oh, I like that character though. It's fun. All the other people watching this in the future, they won't be able to see it, but they can view it on the Discord channel. If you want to, you can join us there. And the link is in the description as well. We also have the link tree in the bottom. There, in that bottom. There's links to our Instagram as well. And yeah, join us there if you want. And you can see Nich's beautiful work. I like the guy. Yeah, these parts are very straight, and he has a very bendy body. So I will use see if I can use a soft deformer just to bend them kind of in the similar direction. I don't like it that it's so stiff in there. Let's keep that straight. Just it's a bit boring. You make a mask and substance. Everything else has to be Photoshop. All right. Why are you doing the mask in a substance, if I may ask? Can't you make mask in Photoshop? Or using the yeah, I like the AD masks of of substance, but if you're doing everything in Photoshop, that doesn't really help you that much, right? What's your progress there? Process there, sorry. Yeah, 3D Code is also a good piece of software to polypaint. Though I haven't used it in ages. The only time I used it was before ZBrush had the remesher, Z remesher. Before it was called Q measure, yeah, Q measure, I think, Q remesher. But even then, it didn't have that. But 3D Code had a way to automatically retopologize things. I was playing around with that. Like, oh, this is amazing. And I think not even a couple of months later, ZBrush had it as well, or that earlier version Q remesher. It worked. It did it did what it said on the tin, but it didn't really work well. A lot happier with the Z remesher. Ah, all right, all right. You can see the model a lot easier that way. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I really like making the hand painted textures. It's was a nice process. Oh, yeah, let's do those deformers, right? Deformer soft. Just bend that a bit. Move it around in that direction. Okay, and do this on this side as well. Just rotate that a bit and kind of do that. It squishes a bit on one side, but no one's gonna notice, right? Right? No, you're not gonna tell, right? And let's do that over here as well. But we go up a bit, so we have this curve. Yeah, you need a license for that as well. That's a shame. Like I said, I haven't really been looking into 3D code for quite a while. So I think I was able to get a free trial. I don't think I sailed the 7 seas just to see if I could remesh slightly quicker. But the quality that gave me back then, right? It's like 10 years ago, if not longer. It was just better to do it by hand still. But if you were sculpting or things like that, it would be good enough. Again, not as good as it was for all the words. It's not as good as C remeasure is today, though. You're very excited about cracking everything. Yeah, but it was very odd that we had an Autodesk student license. We got that from school, so that was nice. And then we were going to learn sculpting, and like the teacher's like, okay, you can do it. Everything that we're gonna do, you can do it in Midbox. But if you can get your hands on ZBrush, I really recommend that one. And that was the case with a lot of software that we needed to use. And to eventually, the entire school got a cease and desist. And if they didn't change how they were going to do things, then they had to pay a big fine. I think it was for Nuke. You had to do composite images, and you could do it very well in Nuke. Autodesk also had their own one called Autodesk Composite, which was fine, but just Nuke was a lot better. So with a lot of Autodesk pieces of software, it's a bit neglected. It's very slightly inconvenient to use and a bit clunky. Maybe I'm also just comparing it to the newer piece of software that I've used afterwards, right? But yeah, that's why a lot of people went to Nuke. But then they got this school got a message from Nuke HQ or whatever it was called, that they kind of very kindly but sternly had to stop. Don't do it. Buy a license, because those were a lot of licenses. They were missing out quite a lot. I think the I'm doing it wrong again, guys. I'm just going to T-push smash that head again. Oh, no, wait, no, delete. I'm seeing what I'm doing wrong. It's not the only thing I'm doing wrong, but it's something that I'm doing wrong. This guy, it's a little bit pointed to the front, isn't it? Maybe a little bit more like that, so we can see the bottom of his belly as well. Yeah. And kind of move that around. Ooh. So small, so tiny. Oh, there we go. That's a decent brush. There. It's a good thing that I still have those. Mm-hmm. I think you can just make them a little bit smaller. A little bit more over here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Okay, let's do that head. Now we can do the head. It's a slow process, but we're getting there. And then it kind of looks like that there is a oh, my mouse is there's a little gap between the body and the back of the hair. Let's see if I can do that. Then it should be somewhere over there. See if we can adjust that shape a bit. It's kind of twisting and turning into that direction. Maybe a little bit less. Oh no, let's be somewhere like there. It's almost a side view from this side, right? A little bit to the top, and there's that little gap that we want. I mean, I might change the head still. In the beginning, was really happy with it. It's close, but it's not sure yet. So this might change still. Oh no, no, doing it wrong again. Now it's going backwards, that head. But the antlers kind of suggest, because the front one over here is lower than the back one over here, that it should be doing that. Let's turn a perspective. No, that doesn't change anything. That makes it even worse. So it should be doing something like this. Ugh. Ugh. These are just small things, but they're messing with me. Let me just put this over there. No, that doesn't help me either. maybe the angle of those two should be a little bit wider. Maybe that'll help as well. I don't think that this works well with the pose that it has. It needs to twist and turn quite a lot to get from there to there. So I'm just going to undo that and decide that we can do something like that, something close to that, but not completely that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will have to do for now. We'll see what Future Brum thinks of it. Kind of looks neat though. Let's just save that again real quick. Oop, oop. Saving. Mm-hmm. Now we got these two. Let's auto group everything. There. That one goes kind of in this direction. Mask that part. That kind of goes in that direction. Let's give it a little bit flex. A little bit like that. Yeah, a little bit like that. It's kind of, maybe it's kind of paddling, right? Paddling through the air. As you do. So kind of did that. Did that. Now we can rotate it in that direction. This is an odd one. It's longer now than it should be. So if we have that, then it should be going in that direction. Something like that. And kind of rotate it as well. And while we're there, just make it do this a bit. Maybe a little bit, moved it a little bit too far high up. Push it down again. There. Okay. And then we need to fix all of this. Which is really fun to do because everything is attached. How can you live with this, Mike? How do you do it? He does look a little bit like Haku from Spirited Away, does he? Maybe slightly less stern. When I read Haku, I thought of Aku from Samurai Jack, which is an amazing series. Also such a great design, Aku. I tried to make that one years ago when I was doing that 100 day sculpt. And Samurai Jack and Aku came. I did this as well. And they were quite tricky to do because there's so few lines that create that character. It's very easy to get shapes that remind you immediately, oh yeah, that's Aku. But they just the colors and the shapes of them, yeah, but also the ratio and the dynamics of them. That part really sells it, if it's Aku or something that looks like Aku, right? And yeah, it was a really fun challenge to do. It's so simple, yet it isn't. Every stroke of that brush, it weighs so much more heavy because it literally has more weight to that model shape to it, right? Oh, autosave. Drink. Feels like this one can go back a bit more. I think those legs can be a little bit shorter. Now we've done that one. I also need to do the other one, right? Maybe also inflate it a bit. Now we're here. Give it a little bit more thickness. And this one I will do a little bit later. Let's see if I can do the same with this one. Also shorten it by about the same amount, something like that, right? Maybe for this one as well, we're just going to kind of do that a bit. Yeah, I kind of like it. Okay. And now with this one and these, should make a single polygroup out of that foot, shouldn't I? Just move it a bit down. Well, rotate it a little bit down. Topological. Just kind of put that there. I think that's fine for the position of the legs. But there was a different problem with those legs as well. If you go back to the... Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Go back to the body and flip it again. Flip to normal, so it's inside out. See, it's clipping. I don't want it to clip. That's not something I want. No. So see if you can push it out ever so slightly. This is a nice function of the move tool. That normally it moves according to your camera, right? Perpendicular to that. But if you use the Alt brush, press Alt and then move, then it goes perpendicular to the normals. So it's very easy to slightly push things in or out, in this case, objects. So it's quite nice. I like it. Yeah, the hair is clipping through the body right now, but that's something I'm aware of. Okay. Let's deflate that again. Ugh. Yes, and go to that one again. There's I don't like it. There's a straight edge over here. You can see it? There's a nice curve, nice curve, nice curve, straight edge, curve, 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 curve. Let's delete this one again. Let's fix this first. Is that because I turned the normals inside out? No, it was already there. Good. Because that will be even more strange, to be honest. And let's push this in a bit more, so this is slightly more gentle. There's a lot of noodling around with this noodle. So much noodlage going around today. I think this is better. Duplicate it. Oh wait, no. Delete. Yes. First flip it. Flip. Nope. Wrong model. There we go. Flip. Yeah, I have to tweak that again. Why isn't it doing anything? Because you haven't selected the subtool, Brom. Silly guy. Okay. Now we can go over here again and duplicate it. And then we're going to deflate it again. Is it deflated? Yes. Going to the first one. Gonna pick white. Oh. Yes. And RGB intensity with 15. Fill. No, too much. And now the outer edge is a little bit lighter than the inside. Don't think I will keep it until the last render. I'll probably make a nice shader for it. And yeah, for now, I quite like it. It's fun. Let's see where those leaves are. All of them are outside the body. We got 4 of them. We got 4. All right. Oh, 5, 6. Okay. A handful of leaves are still in there. Kind of push everything back into the body again. It's a bit difficult to see, let's be honest. Rotate, that's Q. Thank you very much. Going in that direction. A bit more in that direction. A bit more down. Downstream. Yeah. So we're kind of back where we started. Let me just save this one. Save this one over this one. It hasn't been long. let's see where we started on. And when it's done saving, it's time to drink. Yeah, it's similar, isn't it? Yeah, it's you ever have that moment of deja vu? Right? It's right here. There's this guy, and that's 25. Open that, load. Ah, okay. Let's turn off perspective so we can put them side by side. Boop. Boop. Oh wait, let me do it again. The stream character is a little bit in the way. So that's what we kind of have right now. He's got new legs, doesn't have a new face. But the legs kind of they did a lot. I feel the not really the pose, but the flow of his body is also slightly different. It's not 100% to the art. Um, maybe I could maybe work a little bit more on this bit, kind of push it up. It kind of droops down a bit more than it should. And then this one needs to angle as well a bit more. I think I can do that. Yeah. We merge down. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Wait. There. Yes. And there as well. Let's do that part again. It's very close to the edge. It wasn't about to break, but nonetheless. Oh, not topological. I want to move both of them at the same time. Yeah, and this a little bit more. I mean, the leaves are falling out of his body again, but yeah, a bit more like that. He has a very wide curve over here, and the original one is it's a little bit sharper. So we can just see if we can pull this over here. Push this inward as well. Yeah, I think that's as close as we can get it. Let's move this down as well. That kind of does a little whoopty over there. How does this look from this side? I think we can push this a little bit more out. It's a nice curve. That's also still a nice curve. And top view. Push it in and out. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. I forgot about those guys. Okay. Let's do those little ones. Can I just do it like that? Yeah, I can. I can do it like that. Technically, they squish and squash a bit when you just use the move tool. But it doesn't really matter with shapes like that, right? I want them to be different, really. And the best way to do it is just by accident, I feel. Ooh, ooh. From there to there. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Kind of over there. Push and pull. That into place. Somewhat. Yeah, that last bit of the tail. I'm still not happy with that. It's a very nitpicky thing, but I think everyone had a moment like that, right? Where you're just noodling on one thing too long. Like, no, it's not right. Still not right. No, no, no. And before you know it, it's pretty much the end of the stream already. Got about 15 minutes. Minutes. Yeah, it's too much now. Yeah. Yeah. This, I think this will be it for today. There was a lot of polishing and a lot of extra sculpting today, but I think those were steps that were needed for this one to continue well. I think the next thing is that the head needs a lot more work, and I kind of want to try to use that same method that I wanted to use before of see if we can use the nano mesh to kind of work on the Z tool while it's loaded in someplace else, so I can use symmetry a lot easier. I think I got that to work once, and then I completely forgot about it. I never used it again. It could also have been a fever dream. Who knows? I'm gonna find out. I think gonna work on this during the weekend. It's a nice sculpt. I kind of want to finish it, and yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, maybe next time Mike will be back. So who knows? Maybe he's better. Or he's traveling again. Who knows? And yeah. Thank you for staying here, and I'll see you again on Tuesday or in this Discord server. Goodbye.